Okay. There's Mega Man for the PlayStation 2. Got 10 games. It's the anniversary collection, 10 games. And then there's Xenophobe for the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. Xenophobe. See, there's my light. I'm wearing my headlight, or my forehead light. There's Metroid Prime. That's a lot of Metroid Prime for the GameCube. And here's the Atari 2600 games. So you can see them a lot better with this light, if I get it right. So it's Air Sea Battle, Kegling, bowling. That's the Latin word for bowling. I learned that on Flintstone. So kegling is the Latin word for bowling. And then Demons to Diamonds. Never played that one. Miss Pac-Man, Missile Command, Surround, Video Olympics, Yars Revenge, and Superman for the 2600, Atari 2600, Superman. Yeah, that's a badass game. And Video Pinball, Street Racer, Space Invaders, Pole Position, Phoenix, Pac-Man, Centipede, Combat, and Asteroids. And then there's my Paris perfume, and that's Mad Mausolea, my perfume from Paris. And today is 8/8/2015. See, that took less than 2 minutes. I'll take that light off because I don't need it. Turn that off. Put that over here. Okay. Now, here I am to save the day. Oh, that's Mickey Mouse or Mighty Mouse. That's Mighty Mouse. That's not Superman. Superman ought to have something like that. Here I am to save the day. But he can jump tall buildings at a single bound. He can outrun locomotives. And bullets don't hurt him. I can't go through the whole thing. I don't know what it is. I can never remember none of that shit. But Superman for the Atari 2600 is the best game ever of any system. It's like a puzzle game because when robbers blow off the bridge, it goes in 3 different sections all throughout Metropolis City, which is 21 screens, plus 5 screens for the subway. The only way you can get into the subway is if you go through the three phone booths, and then the one phone booth is the only phone booth you can change from Clark Kent to Superman and Superman to Clark Kent. That's the only, that's the one by the bridge. Because you got the phone booth that you do that and you change in, and then the next screen is the bridge. And the bridge, it'll be a bridge site after the robbers blow it up, and there's 3 pieces of the bridge that fly all throughout the city. And you gotta assemble it, so it's a puzzle game. That's a puzzle game. And then it's I think action game. I'd say action because you gotta get to 6 robbers and put them all in jail. And that's one of the 21 screens is a jail screen. So you gotta get to 6 robbers, and the fat little there's 6 slashes, 5 skinny slashes, and there's 1 fat slash, and that's Lex Luthor, the one that has like a helicopter and he's flying around all the time. He's the hardest to get because he's flying in the air. All the other ones walk. One carries a gun, and then I call them purpley. I think there's see purpley and greeny and maybe I'm not sure what they all are. Purple. I'm not the purple and greeny, and Lex Luthor, and then the other 3. But anyway. Get Atari 2600. You'll never regret it if you watch my video first and see how to play it, because it is complicated. It's a complicated game. You can't just pick the cartridge up and start. I mean, you can, because that's what I did. I don't think I ever read the instructions on it, but it was through a massive. I played it every day with this guy that used to live next door to me. We used to get off on that shit, playing Atari 2600 Superman. Seeing how fast we can do it in, see if we can beat who. I had the record for a while at 45 seconds. I seen him do it in 34 seconds, so 11 seconds less than me. And that's like awesome. That's like awesome. That's not just good, that's awesome. 34 seconds to put 6 robbers in jail, build a bridge, and walk from your phone booth, because you got to change into Clark Kent, walk over to the Metropolis building with the phone booth, and walk in that, and game's over. You did it in 34 seconds. That's 34. I did it in 45. I did it in 45 seconds, was damn good. That was over a decade ago. That was quite a while ago since I did that, so I'm relearning the game. Because if I don't do something for a couple of days, I'm all messed up. But anyway, get Atari 2600 Superman. It's a badass game. I've seen the arcade version of Superman. And that's like a Contra of the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. It's like Contra. It's played like Contra. And it's a pretty badass game too. I like it. I'd love to get that game. That's a bad, because of the graphics and shit on it. It's great. And you're fighting. You're fighting all the time, and you're using Superman punches and stuff like that. And it's a great game. The arcade version of Superman. That's a great game. And I'd like to get that game. I'll have that game. But Atari 2600 is a very basic game, yeah. For 8-bit system. For 8-bit system, that's a fucking awesome game. I mean, I played a lot of games. I had like 28 systems. 28, gaming systems with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cartridges. I think probably 400 or 500 cartridges. And like 300 were Atari. So I'm the Atari man. But that's like the best game I ever. Superman on Atari 2600, that's like the best game ever. And they're knocking it on YouTube. There's 2 or 3 people saying, "Oh, this is so crappy. I'm shutting it off. It's just an Atari game. It's just a silly little." They're the ones silly and stupid. They're stupid. They don't know what they're doing, and they should be fired. They shouldn't even be playing that game. Why play the game if right off the get-go? One of the guys says, "Oh, Atari, this is just crappy old system anyway. It's the best system ever. Atari 2600, it's the best system ever. That's why it has so many damn cartridges." But anyway, so many other people, even ColecoVision, they have an expansion model which you can play the Atari games on. Plus there's, I'd say it's probably 30, 40 third party like Activision, like third party Intellivision, different third parties that make Atari games. There's like probably 30 or 40 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But you're gonna have 30 or 40 different third parties making video games for a system that's this guy's saying, "Oh, this ain't this is junky system." You're gonna have 30 or 40. That means 30 or 40 companies are saying, that this is the ultimate system, Atari 2600, and it was, and still, hell, it's hard to get because it's getting less and less of them. And what they do is get it's called flashback, which is okay. I'd buy it like a cartridge. If I was to buy a flashback system, that means it's got like 100. See, 100 and shit. God damn it. It's got 140 or 50 games on it. It's got 140 or 50 games on it. It's called the flashback system. Flashback 5, I think it is. It has 150 games on it. Before that, it's like 60 games or something. It's got flashback, then flashback 1, flashback 2, flashback 3, flashback 4, flashback 5. The only reason I'd get one of those is I'd treat it like getting a cartridge. I wouldn't substitute that for Atari at all. Because none of them have Superman on it. That's one reason. And I'm not sure. I think they have Miniature Golf. Miniature Golf is the next one I want to get. If I get just one cartridge, I want to get Miniature Golf because that's a badass. That's badass too. It's very basic. It's got a little square ball. Very basic. You got a paddle goes chink like that. You put it like way over here and chink like that. And go ding 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 ding. Hole one. It's fun to find where to place that paddle. How far away, you know, for the speed, because the farther away you are, the harder it hits it. So, and then the angle of it. I just like that. That's like playing pool, you know. But it's called miniature golf. It's cool. I'm gonna get miniature golf for Atari 2600. That's the next best game I like. Not the next. I like Space Invaders. I think next, and then Atari 2600, and then bowling. You know, or you know, there's so many games I like. It's hard to pinpoint them in the order I like them. Other than Superman. Superman is the ultimate best game for Atari 2600, as far as I'm concerned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. God, that didn't feel like 70. I had that door open, or I had the glass door open, and hell, I thought it was in the 60s. It didn't feel like 70 something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and I forgot to, I got so involved in talking about Atari 2600 because it's an awesome game, but forgot to say this. I say my video game site name is Funkadelic Video Game Technology. Free to join, free to play, free to get paid.com. Everybody will know that. Everybody will know my site when I start paying real money to people. Everybody. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands to millions throughout the world. I want mine worldwide. And I want to be able to up it so instead of like $20 for first place, it'll be like $200 for first place, and slightly lower, then slightly lower, then slightly lower for from 1 to 20 place. I'd love to pay someone $200 for first place. That'd be cool, you know. And then I want to pay it more often. I'm gonna start off probably paying every once a month because, you know, I've never been a rich person. I mean, I've never been, you know, with a lot of money. Like a Donald Trump. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Vote for the big D. Vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the best president or person for 2016 presidency. So vote for the big D. Vote for Donald Trump. And I've never been a Donald Trump, but if I was a Donald Trump, I'd have that up and running right now. And video game. But right now I'm looking for web designer. I'm looking for video game makers, you know, like get 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 of them, and video game makers for my website, and web designer to make my website great, and then browser. Actually, the first thing I need is a website builder. Second thing I need is the video game makers, and the third thing I need is a browser. So because I want my video game site to have only that browser to be able to join my video game site. They must use that browser to join my video game site or play and get paid. They have to have that browser. It's going to be a free browser, but it has to be that browser because I want to have ads on that browser too. Ads on it. 2 or 3 different places on it to have ads. And I want you to be able to own that and have it and use it for browsing the web if you want, or you can use some other browser. But I want to make this browser so it'll go everywhere on the web. You know, where I've been using Google Chrome. I've been using Opera. I've been using. I don't use Internet Explorer because shit, they won't work on half the site. And And then Google Chrome don't work on some of the sites, and neither does Opera. Opera doesn't. So I use Opera on most sites, and then I use Google Chrome to read my email, retrieve my email, and then I was using the one from Apple, that one from Apple, but that kind of failed on a few sites. I'm going, screw it. I just use Opera for most of the sites, like YouTube and the other sites, and Craigslist and eBay and Amazon, like that. But I use Opera for that, and then to read. Opera doesn't work very well on YouTube. Man, it just kept pissing me off. It kept like not responding, and so does Chrome. Google Chrome not responding all the time on YouTube, or not YouTube. Yahoo Mail. Man, it's hard to get a browser to work on Yahoo Mail. On the Internet Explorer, I tried that and it wouldn't even fucking load it. So forget on that Internet Explorer. I don't even have it. It's loaded on there somewhere, I guess. But oh well. You know what I say? Same time, same channel. See you then. Same bat time, same bat channel. See you then.